Maverick 100.9 Aggieland's country alternative. It's Corliss, and I get to meet one of the gals that I am obsessed with right now and finally debut her to you. Catie Offerman, how are you?
Oh man, I'm so great. Thank you for letting me. I mean, I guess it's not totally early morning, but thanks for letting me wake up with you a little bit and have this time to chat, hang with one of my girls. So I really appreciate it.
Well, at least we get to start our morning with the best chat, which is new music. And
One
I've
of my favorite topics.
Yes, and I've never received music from you, at least not that I'm aware of. So where do you hail from?
So I'm actually a Texas girl myself. I'm from New Braunfels. For those of you who don't know, it's in between San Antonio and Austin. Born and raised. My family is still there, and I love it so much. I love going home. It's just, I mean, Texas is obviously the best. So what
Obviously,
can I say?
obviously. And is this your first release to Texas country radio?
So it is, I've put out songs in the past year or two, just kind of singles, putting out, songs one at a time and just really setting the stage for who I am as an artist. I put a song out to um, radio in general, over the US terrestrial radio, like maybe in May. And that was a really fun start. And I think to me, Texas has always been really important, to just send music to my people and love on them because I love Texas. I love my people in Texas. And so that's just always been a really important aspect to me. So this song just kind of raised its hand. It's called Ask Me to Dance. It
Mhm.
is spontaneous. It's fun. Our dear Hayes Carl is on it, and I love him so much, and I feel like he just kills it on this song.
I mean, how more Texas do you get than
So
Hayes Carll?
Texas. I know he is just one of my favorites, and I used to cover one of his songs that I called "Girl Downtown." It says the name Catie in it, so I was like, I guess I gotta sing it. And I used to play it at every gig that I played. And the guy I wrote it with, he's buddies with Hayes, and Hayes and I met, a couple different cross paths along the way, and many times over the years. But I just didn't have his number, and so he gave it to me, and I texted him, I sent him the song, and just said like, I hear you on this, and I said, by the way, we're recording tomorrow. And yeah, just a small detail, and he's like, I'll be there. I love it.
Just
So
like
really,
that.
really sweet guy, meant to be.
I've only had conversations with him over the phone. I've never got to see him live, which just
Yeah,
kills
you
me with
got it.
what a super fan I am. But even through a phone, I can hear his kindness and his love for
Yeah.
music, and it's very inspiring.
Yeah, I just think his songwriting, there's just some, I don't know, I'm just very in awe of his music. It's kind of my new thing to put his music on when we're on a road trip. And I turn my guitar player on to him. And so we'll just sit in there and listen to his songs, like even ones I don't know. And I'm like, God, this is so great. Like he is just such a creative, even in a different way that I think that I am. And I just love him. So it's been fun sharing this song, even having it on, like places like KMBT, my hometown station of New
Oh,
Braunfels, and just cool Texas, sweet Texas moments. So it's been fun.
well, and it's a very sweet song. And you said you wrote this one, right? Ask
Yep,
Me to Dance.
I did. We actually, so it was me, my buddy Neil Medley, and then Brent Cobb. Brent is an artist, and he's also awesome. Um, he's got that same kind of cool Americana thing going on. And we got together. I think our write had gotten like postponed a few times, and we got together that evening. It was a night write. Some beers were involved. And we started this other idea, and it just like wasn't happening. And I don't know who threw out the title. It was one of the guys, and they were like, "What if we just write this song called Ask Me to Dance?" And we're all like, "Yes, let's write that." And it just kind of fell out. I don't know if it was the beers or just the song, the whole deal. It was easy, and it's funny because we thought that we really couldn't beat the work tape in a funny way because Brandon had a couple beers, and I feel like I'm already naturally, I don't really drink, but I'm already have that natural kind of like loopy feeling. And
Same.
so it's late. I'm an early to bed, early to get up person. And so I'm like, this is past my bedtime. And we're kind of just singing, and it's a, not because of the alcohol, but it kind of had that drunk, cool
Yeah.
feeling that was messy in a good way. And so we're like, man, I don't know if we can ever recreate this. And so I feel like we were able to capture magic in the studio and just make it a great vibe. And I love it.
Which is hilarious because that is the mindset when you are asking someone to dance, whether you've been drinking or not,
Yeah.
you approach it cautiously and slowly
Yeah.
and kind of that, slowed down, almost drunk feeling.
Totally. I think it's just playful. It's like, dude, are you gonna ask me to dance, or like we gonna sit here all night? Like, you know, so I think it's funny. It's got a sense of humor. It's spontaneous. I think it makes you want to drink a beer, go to a honky tonk. Makes me want to go to Green Hole, one of
Yeah.
my favorite dance halls in Texas. So yeah, I hope people just feel that when they listen to it.
I hope so too. And we're actually going to give it to them now and be back with Catie Offerman. But first, this is Ask Me to Dance with Hayes Carl on
Let's go.
Maverick 100.9. Due to copyright, Brian Broadcasting is not licensed to air this single for you in podcast form, but you can now find it anywhere that you stream and download music. And today's interview continues now. Maverick 100.9, you heard it here first. That was Ask Me to Dance, the debut single from probably my new favorite artist. Catie Offerman is here. Howdy.
So honored.
And I don't know what it was that made me connect with this song so quickly, but after you explained it, you explained kind of the sassiness behind, aren't you going to ask me to dance? And totally relatable story that didn't hit me until you said that was meeting my now husband.
Oh,
I was a DJ at a country bar, and I asked him to dance. He couldn't even say yes. Like, I just kind of got the jaw drop and the head nod. And come to find out later on, after I started DJing there, I hadn't noticed him, but he had noticed me and called dibs on me.
Oh my gosh.
But never approached me, never said anything. So what would have happened if I never would have asked him?
Exactly. That's the whole thing. It's like, what if you had never asked him to dance? You know, how would the story play out now? That is really crazy.
It is. And
I do that.
I think your song that's our PSA for the day. If you want to ask someone to dance, ask them to dance, because here's Adam and I 8.5 years later,
That is pretty awesome. That's a good chunk of time. Thanks to you. Can't leave it up to the men,
Oh no, we just can't. I mean, that's what we're here for. We're just gonna keep the world turning on its axis. No problem.
God, I know. That is funny.
Well, I'd love to get to know you more. Like you said, you did a national release in May.
Yeah.
Your Texas home release now.
Yeah.
Is this all random, or is there a plan? Because you seem to me like someone who has something in her back pocket, especially coming out of the gate with such an incredible song that just captures you right away. I feel like the pistol is loaded with you.
Well, thank you. That means a lot. I've realized that the music industry, just music in general, it's a happy balance between having a plan and rolling with the flow. Because man, I feel like any job in this space, in any creative space, you make plans and life makes others. And so I think for me, it's that my plan has always been, first off, there's a lot of things when you sign a record deal and all that, you sign away a lot of your control and all that kind of stuff. But what I have control of is putting out, seeing these songs, sending them out to the world, going out playing shows, meeting people, even meeting people like you know, and just making friends and hopefully making some fans along the way and just connecting with people because that's what I love so much about, you know, going out there and playing shows is actually getting to, you know, hug somebody, shake their hand, hear what song they loved. And in this day and age, you know, there's so much of the Instagram and TikTok that we all do and we all love. But nothing beats the real deal of like connection in person, playing for somebody, hugging their neck, you know, giving them your t-shirt, you know, whatever the deal is. And so for me, that's my plan. It's getting out on the road more. I have another song coming out in 2 weeks.
Mhm.
And I'm pumped for that one to be out as well. It's got fiddle and steel on it. And I don't know if I was supposed to announce that, but whatever, I don't care. So
Who makes the rules?
I mean, kind of in charge. So
Well, that's the whole point of being an independent artist. And I love that you want to go a more organic route and, you know, make your fans right in front of their face and not
yeah.
through technology.
I think it's, you know, it is a happy balance because I mean, look, I being in my 20s, like I do love Instagram and I love TikTok and I go on rabbit holes all the time. And I'm a sucker for that stuff. And it definitely is always still going to be a part of the way I connect with people. But I grew up playing dance halls in Texas and polka music was my first professional gig, which is so uncool, but also awesome.
I
And
don't think that that's uncool, but maybe I'm uncool.
have you ever been to an Oktoberfest?
Not yet. And
Go.
I know, because I would never stop dancing. I'd lose like 10 pounds.
Just a full body like detox, dancing detox. You need to do that. You should go to Worst Fest in New Braunfels sometime. It's the
You know,
best.
New Braunfels is my favorite place to visit in Texas. College Station easily became my home as soon as I moved here. And I knew I would never leave, but I have my little places in Texas that are just for me to get away, and New Braunfels is one of them.
Yeah, you got to go. Let me know when you're there.
Yes, you got it. Well, so a new single that we're supposed to or not supposed to announce, coming in 2 weeks. Catie
Exactly.
Offerman is who we're chatting with. So I need you to follow. I am already a fan, so I'm going to be following and I want to see more from you. I want you here constantly. I want updates constantly.
Yeah, I want to come down to College Station. We need to put something together sometime. That would be awesome. I haven't been there. I'm overdue for a trip. So,
Absolutely. So
yeah.
Catie and I are gonna work on that for sure. But Catie, I want to thank you for the music. Thank you for, coming here to visit with me about it and even giving us another side of Hayes Carl to love.
Oh man, totally. I love music. I love people. I love Texas. So this is right up my alley. So thanks for loving my music, sharing it with people. That's all I can really ask for, you know. So it means a lot to me when you send your little song babies out in the world and to have them loved is really special. So